Hello? Hey, Monroe.
Hey, how you doing?
Not good, not good. My wife wants to divorce me.
That's what she said?
Yeah, she said that I'm not, she can't wait for promises like from my movie. Love don't pay bills and all that. So,
Wow.
yeah.
When did you say that?
A few days ago.
Hmm.
I
How are you
don't,
taking it?
well, I've been working on my movie for a long time, 30 years.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not taking it good, but it's okay. I want her to
Hmm.
be happy. If she's not happy, then what's the point of her staying and making both of us, the whole family, miserable?
Yeah,
But
that's true.
I just don't want her to take my children.
Hmm. Do you think that's what would happen?
Yeah, pretty much because she thinks I can't take care of them. I mean,
But you're the one that's been taking care of them outside of her being at work.
yeah. She got to find somebody if she's going to take them away.
What do you mean find somebody?
Well, she has to find somebody to take care of the children.
Right. Right.
When she's going to work, you know, if she leave
Hmm.
me, she got to find another place to stay or whatever. And then find somebody else to take care of the children.
Hmm. Yeah. That's quite the dilemma though, because it's something you're definitely struggling with. And then on top of that, she wants to leave, but leave go where?
I have no idea. I told her, I mean, I'm trying to get us a house here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But she said, you know, how long is it gonna take? Are they gonna even get us a loan or anything like that? And I said, you know, you have to wait. You just have to follow the rule, you know,
Mm-hmm.
follow what they want you to do.
Mm. Have you looked into the program that we have as far as like there's like a program that Community Partners has, the housing program, where you
Well,
take a
not,
couple classes.
yeah, no, I am doing that. Home ownership
Oh, yeah,
with Noah.
exactly. Okay. So, oh yeah, that's right. You told me last week that you had an appointment with him. How did that go?
It went well. He said that, you know, just keep it going, you know. I said, I'm doing everything he told me to do, you know. I told him
Mm-hmm.
that I
Mm-hmm.
got rid of 2 credit cards, you know. I still
Mm-hmm.
have 4 left, and I'm trying to pay it off.
Right.
And we've been trying to save money, you know, for emergency.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but now she just bring up another problem, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even if she were to decide to move how she wants to move, wouldn't you still be working towards you getting a place, having a place for the kids?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, is that gonna stop you from pursuing what you're currently working on?
No, no.
Mm.
But like I said, you know, love is sacrifice, you know. If it's not making her happy, you know, then
Mm-hmm.
just go.
Yeah. So how would have you guys discussed like how you would co-parent, or do you think she was just saying it just to say it?
I don't know. I think sometimes he talks just to talk. So I don't know how true it's gonna become, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, sometimes he says that just to hurt me.
All right. So you did say she came here not long ago and that she doesn't really speak English.
Yes, but
So
she has relatives in Chicago, and she said she was
mm,
gonna go there and try to make it, you know, because
mm,
like I said, she said that she's tired of promises, you know, from
mm-hmm.
Lance for the movies coming out. You know, Lance kept telling us not to worry,
It's been a long wait.
but it's been so long, and you know, I guess he's tired of waiting. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How did you guys even meet? You got married.
when we got married, my dad died, and he wanted his body back in the village where he was born. So we took his body back to Vietnam. And being
Mm-hmm.
Catholic, you have to have like 100 days prayer, and you can't not get into a relationship for 1 year.
Mm,
We met uh, by one of the priests. Her his niece was like her best friend. They went to school together, and so his
okay.
niece introduced us.
And so you didn't get married until like what, after a year later, or?
We didn't get married until she got here, because it takes us 6 months. You know, within 6 months we have to get married, or she has to go back.
Mm,
And she was pregnant with my first daughter already. You know, I wanted to do the right
mm,
thing, so I married her.
mm. Well, and then from there, it's been what? The oldest daughter is like what, 5 right now, I think.
Four. She's
Right.
four. She's four.
4. So that was like
She's in
4 years ago.
Yeah, she's in VPK. No, no, my oldest
Mm.
daughter is came to me when she was 2 years old. She only been here 2 years, almost 3.
Right. I'm saying she was born there, but I'm saying you didn't get married until 2 years ago.
Yeah, we didn't get married until 2 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it lasts longer than a lot of the celebrity marriage, I guess.
What do you mean?
You know how those celebrity gets married and it's like a couple of months or a couple of days and get divorced.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
could look at the bright side like that.
Yeah, I mean, by the end of the day, it's still something that is still, I don't know, lost. You could say. Do you agree?
Yes, yes, I agree.
Right?
It is a loss, but
But having a loss is never easy.
it's not. You know, I think I still
Mhm.
love her. You know.
So you met through a friend, and she's ever since the last 2 years. You married. Then you had your other daughter,
Yes.
which was born what this last year.
Yes, last year, 2000 and
I can't hear you for some reason. I think
no, 2023.
your mic is it turned off. Can you check real quick?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Hey, I'm hearing the feedback, but I don't hear you.
Oh. Uh,
There you go. I think I hear you now.
okay.
But what does it say when it comes to at least communicating as well? When it comes to solving problems, how do
Yes.
you how do you how do you do that?
I don't know. Just I don't know. When I have a problem, I just try to find the solution. But
Mm-hmm.
there's no solution to sadness or depression. You know,
Hmm.
and she's
Oh,
not,
I
and
mean,
unhappiness. You know, she's unhappy. So you know,
hmm hmm so there's no solution to sadness or and what do you say? Sadness,
sadness and
unhappiness, and sadness.
yeah, her sadness and
Well, what would you
unhappiness.
say?
I
There's no
am
solution to it because yeah, go ahead.
I am happy being with her and my children, but she's not happy. She wants things, and I can't deliver, I
Yeah,
guess. So
mm, you can't deliver.
I can't deliver, not yet anyway. And she wants
Mm-hmm.
it. She
Mm-hmm.
wants it now. You know, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I can't give it to her now.
Hmm. You told me your dad passed away, so I'm assuming your dad passed away about 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yes, yes. 5 years ago.
Mm. And how was that related? Your mom and dad's relationship like when you were growing up?
Well, my dad was the boss, and my mom worked all the time. So you know, and he's status was very important to him. Reputation was important to him.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, when I chose not to do nails, he got really mad
Mm-hmm.
because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
everybody that did nail was successful and I didn't want to do it.
Right.
I didn't want to do the same
Mm-hmm.
thing as everybody. So,
Mm-hmm.
he was not very impressed with me.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. What about your mom?
My mom, she said that, you know, idle hands make get you in trouble. So she's always working. She's always doing anything. That's
Mm-hmm.
why she's
Yeah.
so strong.
Mm. That's why she's so strong.
Yeah, she's strong. You know, she's strong. You know, as in body strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's like in her 80s and she's still out gardening and doing things.
Well, okay. How do you? I mean, I'm assuming she's also she's not just physically strong either. She's also mentally strong as well because of her working habit, how she does different things, how she handles different situations. Would you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Uh, so, I mean, when it comes to her, like you said, she's always been working. Right now, you took a different route than what your dad expected of you, as far as like working in the movie business, writing stories and stuff like that as well. Do you think that you regret any of that as well, or what would you say your head's at when it comes to that?
Well, I was hoping to make it, before he
Mm-hmm.
died, to show him that, I could be successful. But he
Mm-hmm.
died,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no need to prove to anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
definitely. There's no need to prove to anybody else. But do you feel like right now your spouse is kind of forcing you to prove something based off of how she's, what she's, saying?
she just see no potential in it, Monroe.
Mm,
And I told her,
mm,
Lance said, just wait, it's gonna
mm-hmm.
it's gonna come together.
Right,
But
right.
she don't believe me. She stopped believing.
Mm. She's stubborn.
No, I said she stopped believing.
She stopped believing.
Yeah,
Mm,
because when Lance came here, he kind of convinced her, but it's been so long. It's been like a year, almost two
mm-hmm.
years.
Yeah. Wow. One whole year. So he convinced her, and then now it's been a long time where she's heard that. So right now you're saying that she doesn't believe anymore.
Yeah,
That it will be something that will work out the way it's supposed to.
yeah. She keep saying that you need to find some other kind of work or something. But I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I can't work because of the my daughter. They too young.
Mm-hmm.
How
Yeah.
is it she
Yeah.
expect somebody to go pick them up and take them to school and all that?
And you did say too, not only that as well, you also struggled with if you do get a job, does that also affect your benefits that you currently have right now as well?
Yeah, yeah, it's all gone, but she don't understand that.
Mm, yeah, I understand that.
She said that
And that it becomes.
you can expect
Mm-hmm.
to wait to get sick, but what if you get sick and the hospital bill and all that? That's like
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is a lot. Well, a lot that you have to not only just deal with, but kind of go through when it comes to like again trying to make things work overall.
Yeah, right now I'm like in Miami. I have a interpretation job at 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I've finished like within an hour, but they pay for the gas plus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh, well, that's good though. So have you always do this as far as like
Well, it's
what
a
do you call it?
well,
Interpretation jobs and stuff like that?
it's like a side job. They give me like one or two jobs a month, once a month
Mm-hmm.
mostly. It's for this
Okay.
girl with autism and she's deaf. And I didn't even.
Mm-hmm.
I just went to the hospital there. I was like, I didn't even say a word, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was just there because they pay me 2 hours, regardless what I do. Two
Mm-hmm.
hours, and it's $40
Regardless
an
if
hour.
translator, yeah, 40, 50 an hour, and regardless if you translate or not.
Yeah. So just as long as I'm there and I have the paperwork to prove it, then it's like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. That's good though. Mm. All right. So at least you're trying to find some jobs or something to do in the meantime to start kind of
cause
help somewhere.
I always trying to find a job, find something to do,
Mm-hmm.
Monroe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're always trying to make it work no matter what.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay. You told me about your past when it comes to you between your mom and dad. You said he used to be the boss. So she used to work at his shop or something or something like that or what?
No, no, he was a very bad businessman. We had like a import and export business,
Mm-hmm.
and he don't follow, regulation or rules. He got audited, and all that. He's a
Mm-hmm.
very bad businessman. But he thinks
Mm,
he's a great businessman, but he's a very bad businessman.
yeah.
We work until our hands bleed, but there was like no profit, because he was a bad
Yeah.
businessman.
Well, that makes sense. Hmm. And like you said, you wanted to really prove to him that no matter what, you were gonna make it. With your career path that you chose. But I mean, since he passed away, have I mean, you've been still trying to prove to yourself, haven't you?
Well, well, I really think I already made it because I got in touch with Lance Oppenheim and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of other people, and they believed in it, and they said that it was going. I already think I made it more than most. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't have the
Mm-hmm.
money to show for it, but I have the recognition.
Right.
And now
Absolutely.
everybody
And yeah.
wants to work with me.
Mm, yeah. Definitely. Okay. You say everybody wants to work with you?
Yeah, all the people that are big in the business, they all want to work with me.
All right. That's good. Now that if your name's out there, then you could definitely continue creating more content. I guess you could say for like more movie creation stuff and more
Yeah,
content.
that's what I'm waiting for. I mean, I don't want to keep writing and not having anybody have interest in it. I need to. That's why I said, I need this first movie made, and my name is out there,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just buy the rights, and I could start writing again. I can't write when
Mm-hmm.
when it's still in the it's when it's still in holding, when it's
Yeah.
in a standstill position.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Okay. That's good though. That you know that, and you're waiting for something to hit first before anything. But do you believe that it's gonna get somewhere? Like you said, you do believe that overall, you feel like you have made it because you've made it further than most people would have, especially in this industry. It's just a matter of um, you know,
Yeah, because
them completing that.
because
Mm-hmm.
the more they hear your name,
Mm-hmm.
the easier it gets for me. The
Yeah.
bigger I am.
Yeah. Mm, that's good. Okay. So how have you been? I mean, apart from what she had told you recently, have you guys talked between that time and now?
Yeah, we talk, but
What what happened?
we talk, but it's I just tell her, if you're not happy, then you should go, because I
Mm-hmm.
can't live here. She wants me to go somewhere cheaper.
What do you mean, like leave her there with the kids, or what? Like, what do you mean by that?
To leave to another state and try to make it out there
Mm,
because it's cheaper. She said
yeah.
Florida is too expensive.
Okay. Do you believe that?
No, no, I don't believe that. My family is here, just in case we get stuck, they could help us.
Mm, yeah, definitely. I get that.
You
So do you feel
know,
like you're afraid of being away from them if you don't have their help, that you won't make it or something? Or
well, yeah, kind of, because the children, they need their grandma and they need their uncle and aunt. If we can't
mm-hmm.
not feed them or support them in any way, it's nice to have family there so they could help.
When she said she would want to go somewhere else, I'm assuming she would want to go what, to Chicago,
Yeah,
where her
to
family is at.
yeah,
Okay. So would you think her family would support you guys the same as your family would, or no?
Her family, I guess, yeah, I think so, yeah. Her
They
family is
would.
pretty good, but like I said, we gotta wait to see what happens, see if Noah could secure us a loan or anything like that. So
Hmm.
we would
Hmm.
know that if we're able to get a house, because it's like we waste like almost 3,000 a month. That's 36,000 a year, and we've been there for like 2 years. That's 72,000. And I'm pretty sure
Mm,
36,000 a year we could pay for the mortgage. At least
yeah, you
at
could
least at least
definitely.
it could be ours.
Hmm. Hmm.
In the end, when we pay the house off and all that.
Yeah, but I mean that would only mean only after you finish paying it off, though. You know what I mean? Like, what if I don't know things would have happened to where that's not the case? What exactly would happen to all the money that you've been, using?
Well, that's we've been using it for rent and all.
Hmm.
Rent and food and a lot of utilities and the bills and all that.
Yeah.
But instead of paying rent, we could pay the mortgage. See, that was
Hmm.
the ultimate goal, to pay the mortgage. So when we finish paying, then we have something to leave back for the children.
Hmm. Right. Right. Apart from like you said, the same amount of money that you'd be paying for the rent is the same amount of money that you'd probably be paying for a place. So my biggest question also comes down to what about, because right now that you're renting, if there's any kind of issues with like electrical or anything that has to do with the everything in the household, um, the landlord currently would be the one taking care of those things, correct?
Well, we take care of the electricity and the water bill and
Right, but I'm saying if anything major were to crash or not work anymore in the house, would you be responsible to fix those things,
no,
or the
no,
landlord would be taking care
the
of it?
landlord is responsible.
Right. So
And
then, would that mean that there's extra cost maybe to even the 3,600 a month?
well, only if we are responsible for it, for the damage. If we're not
Hmm.
responsible for it, then the landlord pays for it.
Right. Okay. So you've given it some thought. So it's just a matter of having it in a space where, again, that's your own, just you
Yeah,
and the kids.
and I don't know if Noah sees it. We're maintaining, we're
Hmm.
maintaining, and I hope the when he gets it to the housing committee, he will tell them that we're maintaining, even when
Hmm.
we have to pay such a high amount.
Crazy. Yeah.
And
Because I remember you telling me that you were paying about 2,600 a month just for the rent,
mm-hmm.
and then you got utility on top of that, so about 3,600 total. And your wife, you said, is making less than that, and you get about what 500 to about $700 a month for your disability.
Yeah, but now she's making more.
Okay, where's she at now?
I think she makes around $3,500 a month.
Okay. So then you're staying afloat. Then I'm
Yeah,
assuming then.
we're staying afloat. We're maintaining.
Hmm. 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 Yeah. Okay. And obviously, like you said, you're trying to work towards the movie. The movie does come out with the way that you're thinking it would, then you definitely would be at a place where you could afford even more and get a place and be fine,
Uh
right?
huh.
Right?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, that's good. All right. Now, as it pertains to the goals that we kind of created in the beginning when it comes to like your, you know, mental health goals overall, how you go about different situations. Do you think that you're still struggling with that right now, or How's your medication management going? Which I think you had said you were on medication. So have you been taking them on time, or
Yeah,
what's been
yes,
your schedule
I've
like?
been taking them and I've been sleeping fine and all that, but
So you haven't really had any like kind of major issues when it comes down to it. Then.
no,
Okay.
just you know, right now it's just the divorce that's
That
gonna,
your wife is trying to.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
that's the only
So the divorce.
doom and
What? Go ahead.
gloom. I don't know
You said that.
how she thinks, you know, when she, if she decides to go and take the children. I don't know how the children gonna be happy, you know, without their father, you know.
Mm. Well, what if she? What if also she were to go away and you were to stay here with them? How would the kids? Have you thought about that as well? Like, how would the kids kind of do with their mom not being there? I guess you could say.
That's it. I don't think, I think it's better for us to be together, so you know, the kid will have
Mm-hmm.
some kind, the kids will have some kind of security, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But I don't know. I can't predict tomorrow, you know. I can't predict tomorrow, so
Right, but the thing that you said you were definitely worried more about is her taking away the kids. But what if she was to leave the kids with you? How would you have? How would? Have you thought about that?
I thought about that, but she says she was going to take the kids because she don't think I could handle the kids.
Okay, so she told you already exactly what she's wanting to do.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, uh, okay. So then overall, like I said, with your anxiety, depression, what would you kind of put those things right now?
I think it's pretty bad if she's leaving, you know. Pretty bad for my ego and pretty bad for the children.
Mm-hmm. You said your ego. What do you mean by that? Like, do you mean more like what if you focus more on your like emotional side or your vulnerability? Do you feel like you'd be able to handle the stress that comes with that, with her leaving?
Well, like I said, I still love her, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how I'm gonna handle it. Only when it happens, then I would know.
All right, but how do you normally handle big stressful situations like that? Like, especially when
I
we were
just,
talking about how.
yeah, I just take it day by day, you know.
Okay,
I try
day by
not to
day.
worry
So
too much.
you try not to worry too much about it.
Yeah.
So you're only saying that it would be an issue if she when she decides to leave or if she decides to leave.
Yes. But
But
now,
currently, right now,
right
that's
now it's
not
just
something
all
that you
talk.
are.
You know, it's right now it's just all talk. So
Okay. So you thought about that the first time she even told you that. You're like, oh, maybe she's just saying it just to say it because, like you said before, she says stuff sometimes to hurt you and
yeah,
not so much because she actually means them.
yeah. Sometimes she don't mean it, and you know she just talk because he's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's 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 her way to maintain
Yeah.
her sanity, I guess.
The way she copes with things.
Yeah, the way she copes.
Maybe also maybe in the way that she's trying to get something out of you or you to do something, I guess you could say. Do
Yeah,
something
man,
different.
and she might, you know, sometimes, you know, that's her to start to get me to go, you know,
Mm-hmm.
be on
Mm-hmm.
her side of what she wants to do and all that, you know.
Right.
But you know, right now I'm just trying to do what's best for my family, you know, Monroe.
Mm-hmm. I do. I get it. I think get that. So when you talked to her, when you had told her if she's not happy, she could leave. And you said you did talk. What was her reaction to that when you said it?
Well, she says she's gonna leave. That's it. She said she will. She's not joking.
She says she will, and she's not joking.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I hear
Okay.
that all the time, you know.
When she said that before in the past, or whenever she does it like a threat thing, like "oh, I'm leaving," or
Yeah,
you
she
know,
does it like a threat. Yes.
yeah. Okay. Hmm. So, what if you were to talk to her again and ask her did she actually mean it? What do you think she would say?
My wife is a very private person. She won't say it. It's like it's she just drops the subject and like it never happened, like she never said it.
So you think
And
she's very prideful whenever she
yeah,
says something? Mm. Even if she had said it at a time where she felt very, I don't know, angry or upset. Does she normally talk during those times, like share stuff like that whenever she is mad or angry?
when she's mad and she's angry, she rehashes the past and all that. Just like when
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
Mm-hmm.
open the door for her when she was pregnant back in Kansas, during the
Mm-hmm.
reunion and all that. So she
So
she she
she
she
she
bothers it
brings back the
in.
past.
Yeah, she brings back the past. But that's okay, you know. I said, I didn't know, I didn't know it bothered her. Like I said, you gotta tell me
Yeah.
these things. I'm not a mind reader.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely. And now is she open to telling you these things, or is it more like, oh, she's done with everything? Because obviously, right now, obviously, you're still picking her up from work.
Yeah, no, she's we still have that routine. Nothing's happening
Mm-hmm.
so far.
Right.
Like I said,
Okay.
I don't know what she's gonna do, until she does it.
And that's what's stressing you out about that possibility of her
Yeah, the
wanting to
unknown.
influence.
But I don't think she could be that cruel.
You don't think she'd be that cruel?
Yeah, especially for the children. She knows the children that my daughter loves the daddy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She knows that, and so you're wanting to think that she wouldn't be cruel to them or to you for that matter by taking them away and being somewhere else.
Yeah, especially when I did everything to get her over to Florida, over to the USA.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Do you think that's a conversation you guys could kind of have just to keep kind of see if that's something that maybe she might be willing to kind of work on to make sure that she is aware that you are trying your best to work towards making up for them, and like you
Well,
said, love is sacrifice.
yeah, she knows that I'm trying. It's just that it's not happening as fast as she wants. She knows.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you think she's just kind of an impatient person, I guess you could say.
Yeah, she's impatient.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So then, if you know that though, if you know that she says things sometimes when she's hurt and that she won't bring it back up again because she's very prideful, but then when she's upset again, she'll bring it back up again. So you think it's the fact that she's been getting upset like on a day-to-day basis that she's been bringing up, oh, you know what, maybe I do want to divorce, I do want to separate. So what do you think kind of helps her not be at a space where she is upset and wanting to, you know?
Well, just she needs something to tie her down, like a house, like I said. you know
Mm-hmm.
then she knows she has to work and make the payment and all that. It's just like
Right.
it's just like the unknown for her. She don't know what's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen next. She don't know if she gonna get sick and can't work and all that. But when she
Mm-hmm.
has like a house, she knows that she has to go to work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
She wants to have something to call her own.
Yeah.
I'm looking for this house. So,
Yeah,
it's like,
and it's not like you're not trying to do these things. It's just that it's not going as fast as she wants, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
So that's why I try to tell Noah it's very important.
To
Get her a house.
hmm.
You should you should talk to Noah. Noah is in community partner too.
Yeah, he is. I'm aware of it, but I don't think he's like I don't know. Let me see if I can see him on your chart because I don't think that's like one of the services that shows on my end. Yeah, he doesn't show as far as like which employees working with you because I feel like only the housing department probably has their own records of when they see you and stuff like that. So we don't use the same things. So I can't really see it when you talk to him or stuff like that. But if you did have wraparound therapy and stuff like that, we're in the same website, so we're able to kind of see exactly what we're working on and kind of communicate like that. But with him, I don't see anything unfiled for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, because I'm thinking right now, you say you're taking it day by day. So do you feel like do you ever catastrophize anything as far as like thinking the worst is going to happen? Overthinking maybe,
Well,
really? Because
I don't ever think the anything until it
well,
happens.
okay,
You know,
you don't
I
think of
just
anything.
like I said, you think the worst could happen, then you add to the problem. You
And
wait
more
until
stress.
it you wait for it to happen, then you try to find a solution. Well, that's my belief
Okay,
anyway.
yeah, yeah. You feel like that's how it's been for you, though. That's how it's been happening for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
threat does nothing to me, Monroe. Threat is just like it's just
Threat does
really.
threat does nothing. But you said that it was bad when the beginning of the session. Whenever we started talking, you
Well,
said it
you
was
you
bad because you
you
thought that.
you 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 gotta think it's bad because you when she threats like that, it does nothing but it makes you sad that she's not happy. It makes
Okay,
me
so it does affect you. Then it makes you sad that she said that.
yeah, makes me sad that I know that she's not happy. I thought she was happy.
Mm,
I took her
right.
away from all that stress back in Vietnam to here,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
and it should she should be happy. That's what I'm saying. And when she's not
She should
happy, I'm
be.
not happy
She should be, but why is your happiness contingent of her being happy and not you just being happy because you choose to be?
because that's when that's love. You want your partner to be happy.
Yeah, I get that.
Their
But then
happiness is more important than yours. Well, that's what I think.
that's that's what you think it should be like. Your
Yeah,
happiness, her happiness is more important than yours.
yeah. Like
All right,
my
let me ask you this.
children's happiness is more than mine.
Right, let me ask you this then. If you do frame it like that, do you think if you didn't feel love yourself, you could give it to somebody else?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, let me frame it in a different way. Let's say, for example, you were on a plane. What is the one thing that they tell you whenever there's an emergency? What should you do first?
You should take that inhaler and put it on yourself before you help the other
Before you
passenger.
help somebody else.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say your daughter was next to you. Would you still be doing the same thing?
Well, that's survival, but this is like emotional
Survival.
survival. This you ain't gonna die, Monroe. The
it's
plane
not.
is
It's
not
not.
gonna crash.
Actual death. Right. The plane. Right. I understand that. But at the end of the day, the same kind of goes hand in hand to if you don't take care of yourself too, then you never gonna be at that space where you could fully give exactly what you need to give.
Okay,
If you're
so
not also pouring, if you're not always also pouring in your own cup as far as like your happiness, what makes you happy too, and you're drained, exhausted. What's the other word I'm thinking of right now when it comes down to it? Like you don't feel like you're ever enough. If you feel like you're just sad and you're not feeling all those things doesn't allow you to fully be yourself to be able to give. You know what? Or be able to bounce back easily when somebody be like, "Oh, I'm unhappy with the situation." Okay, what's wrong? talk to me about it. Like maybe I'll find something to kind of figure it out. And like you've been trying to go to work, you've been trying to find little things in there, take care of the kids, you've been doing all these things. Then if you feel like all that's being depleted to where like again your value as a man is not there, you're not shown love the same way you're giving it back. Like it's not reciprocated. Then at some point you're gonna feel like man, like nothing I ever do is good. Nothing I ever do is kind of right. So at which point you would kind of give up, but like I'm not at this point. Why am I even trying?
Uh, yeah, that's true. I guess I have to love myself a little bit more, but
Yeah, you do, and it's not even comparing as far as like more or less than compared to people around you. No, you have to love yourself the same as you love them. If you would be putting them first in the sense of like, oh, I do love you, I care for you, and what are your needs? At the same time, I have to make time for myself too and take care of my needs as well. If I'm not doing that, then I'm literally just being depleted. Like let's say for example, right, if it's like a cup of water, right? They have a cup of water, you have a cup of water, and you just keep pouring and pouring yours out. At some point, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be empty. If you're pouring in each other's cups, then you're always gonna be filled. You see what I mean? So it's not always gonna be, oh, if you're happy, I'm happy. That's not how it works. If you're pouring into hers and nothing's being poured into you, at some point there's gonna be nothing left.
I understand. I hear you.
Mm-hmm. It's just always to also make sure you're taking care of yourself because at the end of the day, you could do everything in your power, work yourself to the bone and trying to take care of other people. But if you don't also take care of yourself too, you won't be at a place where you could help other people.
Yes, you're right, Monroe. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to tell her that I need love too.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like while we or you looking at from her at the end of the day too, you should be looking for that within yourself as for that, okay, what makes me satisfied? Like is it my work ethic? Is it when I take care of my kids? Is it when I do show love and I should like I just give it away? Like being a giver, or depending on what it is. At the end of the day, if writing is something that you kind of do to make you like everything's gonna be okay. To know that you're confident within yourself that anything you put your mind to, you could accomplish. Then trust me, nothing else will become an issue because at the end of the day, if you're able to fully dive into something and make sure that you'll persevere in the midst of it all, then nothing could ever get in the way of that. If you have a target, whatever little minor thing that gets in front of that, it doesn't sway you from your vision. It doesn't literally, as long as you have that target of like what you're trying to accomplish, nothing should deviate you. Doesn't matter what circumstances kind of like jump right in front of you. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, Monroe. I'm gonna try to do
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah. Absolutely, and I hope you put that into practice because next week we'll talk more about when it comes to like setting boundaries, when it comes to communicating in a different kind of way because some people don't like. And I don't know how that's gonna really translate for you because again I don't know, you don't talk English to your wife, you speak your native
Yes.
language, right?
Yes.
So I don't know how that's gonna translate for you, but at the end of the day, I'm hoping that kind of helps you with that as well. But if it doesn't, then obviously we'll kind of work together to figure out exactly what works best.
Okay. Sounds good, Monroe.
All right,
Thank you very,
definitely,
thank you very
yeah,
much.
definitely. So I'm hoping everything goes well. Like I said, we'll talk next week Monday. I think September 2nd is a holiday, so I won't be seeing you that day. I'll probably be rescheduling you for your Thursdays.
Okay.
Thursday that week, and then but when the time comes, I'll let you know ahead of time, and we'll just kind of take it from there. Okay.
Okay.
But I'll see you next week on Monday, the 26th.
Okay. Thank you, Monroe.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.